In this multimedia demonstration, we're going to set up dynamic network address translation, or dynamic net. The first thing we're going to do is create an access list. A standard access list. We're going to use a permit statement. And basically the addresses I list here will be the ones I want translated that are located on the inside of my network. So basically anything from network 2 I want translated. Now we have to associate that with NAT. We use the IP NAT inside, because these are inside addresses. And they're going to be source addresses, so we want translated. Now in the last multimedia example, we used static NAT. In this example, we want to use an access list to define what addresses will be translated. So we give it our access list number or name. Next we specify the keyword pool. And we'll call this pool name addresses. And that's all we need for dynamic NAT. If I was doing PAT, I would add the keyword overload. Now I need to create my list of global addresses my inside addresses will be translated to. I use the IPNet pool command. The pool name I specified up here with my IPNet inside command must match the name here. So we'll give it addresses. I give it the starting IP address 10.140.8.5. I then give it a ending address 10.140.8.6. Oh, we'll make it a little bit bigger than that. We'll say 12. I give the keyword netmask. And this is a 24-bit network. And that's all I need to do. Now I must specify which interfaces are on the inside and which interfaces are on the outside. I'm going to do the same thing I did in the last example. I'm going to make my loopback interface the inside interface. And I'm going to make my serial interface the outside interface, IPNet outside. So what's going to happen here is that when traffic originates on the inside, if the address has a source address from network 2, and if that traffic is leaving serial 0, then the source address of network 2 will be translated to one of these available addresses in our NAT pool. So let's take a look. Show IP NAT translations. Oops. We don't have any translations yet because we haven't generated any traffic. I'm going to turn debug on for IPNet so we can see it happening in process. And I'm going to use an extended ping, just like I did in the last example. I'll ping our neighboring router. I'll send 5 pings. I want to use extended commands because I want to specify loopback 0 as the source, which has an address from network 2. And we'll let her go. There we go. We have a bunch of translations occurring. A set for each ping and ping reply. Here's 2.2.2.2. It's translated to 10.148.5 when it was headed to 8.1. And when that echo reply returned from 8.1, our destination address of 8.5 was changed back to the source address at 2.2.2.2. If we look at our show IPNet translations, we can see here is the inside local address, and this is what it's translated to. So we can see that dynamic NAT is working correctly.